Good to go? All right. What's up, everyone? Hope you're doing well. I'm in New York City with David Brissetti, and I was just doing an Instagram Live 20 minutes ago. The most common question was how to bounce back from a workout injury, how to bounce back from a training injury, and that sucks. Like, I get it, it sucks because here's the worst part of it all. When you're in the gym or when you're out running or when you're doing something and you feel it happen and you're like, oh, like your hamstring goes, or you're like, oh, my shoulder goes, and you're like, oh, hold on, maybe it's okay. And then you try to do something and it hurts again and you're like, fuck, I'm hurt. In that moment is the worst feeling because all of these negative thoughts start coming in. I'm gonna get fat, I'm gonna ruin all my progress. And here's the thing, when you start having these thoughts, it fuels a lot more negativity. But think about this, if a friend told you, I just got hurt, I hurt my shoulder in the gym, would you tell them, oh, you're gonna get fat? You're gonna get really fat. Or would you tell them like, oh, this sucks, you're gonna lose all your progress. Everything you've done so far is over. Of course not, you would never tell a friend that. You'd never tell anybody that. You wouldn't tell your worst enemy that. Maybe your worst enemy, probably not. Either way, you're telling it to yourself, all in your head. You're like, you think it. But if you said it out loud, you'd be like, oh, you're gonna lose all your progress? You'd be like, well, that was stupid. So the first thing you need to do when you get injured is remember you're going to be fine. That's number one. Number two is you need to crush your nutrition. The worst thing that people can do when they get injured, aside from convincing themselves that they're gonna lose all their progress, is say fuck it and go ham on like donuts and pizza and ice cream and just say screw it to all their nutrition because, hold on, there's a tree. So anyway, that's what I want you to remember. No, kidding. But when they go ham on donuts and ice cream and pizza and they just say screw it, so that's really what you want to avoid when they say screw it and then they lose all their nutrition. Because here's the thing, when you say screw it to your nutrition, then you feel even worse. And then you start looking at yourself in the mirror, and even though it's been like 6 hours since you got injured, you feel like I'm already getting fatter, I'm already losing all my progress, and that fuels a negative mindset. You need to crush your nutrition. You need to really hone in on it. Because when you really harness that and you do really well with it, it's gonna be more motivation to get back in. And when you really crush your nutrition, it makes it all worth it. If you just say, screw it, then that just fuels a negative loop that gets harder to get back into. Don't be an asshole to yourself, you're gonna be fine. Crush your nutrition, and then remember, there's nothing you can't train around. Unless you're dead, you can always do something. The issue that people fall into is, if you do powerlifting, then you feel like you can't do anything but powerlifting. Or if you do yoga, you feel like, oh, I can't do anything but yoga. It might not be conscious, a lot of it's subconscious. You can always train around an injury. I don't care if you hurt your ankle, hurt your shoulder, hurt your back, there's always something you can do no matter what. It's really just a matter of, are you willing to push outside your comfort zone and try something new? Maybe if you're a powerlifter, you should go try yoga. Maybe if you're a yogi, try lifting some weights. There's always something you can do. You just have to get past this, which is trying to convince you that you can't. That was good.